I'd like to explain to you how one can clear oneself from archons. The word archon means deception of light. Arch means light, it's a con of light. The mind is the platform where light creates, the light that's within your soul, within your set of mind. Most of these electromagnetic entities and energies tap into your frequency. They're energy drainers. The closer they are to us, the stronger the draining element or energy, depending on what they want. Aside from the fact that it's draining a person or a being who is in a lower base vibration, someone who has not ascended within, risen up, the draining of the energy from a lower based personality. The removal and defending of it comes from within. It's always from within. These things tap into the chakras. These are light entities that are messing around with your mind. It's not based on the internal light, but based on the external light that is hypnotizing and mesmerizing you on your peak of your emotional level. High, emotional low. Those are the two telltale places where these elements will try to knock into you. Mind parasites, because that is exactly what they are, right? In something that's attention seeking and hindering your process in a destructive manner where you remove its label from it. They seek out any type of weakness that you have on an emotional level. Even if there's a physical impairment, sometimes you're not feeling well, they do use that as well as another way of just tapping into you. There are some traits or little telltale signs that tell you that you're being messed with or being tapped into. Tinnitus, sharp ringing in the ears, sneezing, hay fever, colds, flus, headaches on the one side, the general psychic attack that you do find in the front part of your mind. Psychic attack that you also helps to get rid of any malignant entities should you have those in your house. Assist with the archons and see how your dreams are shown to you, portrayed to you. Sometimes if you're rushing or running away from something or you're feeling threatened, it could also then highlight the external agendas that we are in at the moment. If you're intuitive or psychic and you happen to experience archontic influence or energy, sometimes you could see these strange orbs or bubbles or shadowy bubbles or shadow blobs or spots in the air. They look like jellyfish sometimes. They do have that strange sense about them. They also sometimes look like sea anemone. Also pay attention to those aspects if there's a lot of sea inside your dream where you're feeling like you're drowning or anything like that. I don't know why, but archons seem to be connecting to the sea aspect. Something that comes from the soul if it's not balanced. It's like a byproduct that you would want to release. Now, there's a few steps on how to remove these archons. There are some elements like sugars affect the body or your state of mind. It tends to make your senses sluggish, so you can't always pick up or sense when you're being tapped. The most important thing of it all is to start in a very affirmative manner to use the following sentence. This sentence structure is created in such a way that it is in a positive, affirmative manner. It means anything that you're saying to yourself, when you're saying it, it's already happening. It's not positive thinking or power of positive thinking or the secret or nothing like that. It's got entirely nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with what you want your brain to take in so that you can start readjusting your mind to follow a more positive habit. And the habit is to have an awakened state of mind at all times. You don't have to go and do any type of meditations or anything that will take your time, then maybe less than a minute. It's called a mantra, so I'm going to read it out to you. You start this mantra every morning, you say it out loud 21 times, and that's it. It's very powerful enough to actually help you through the day. You don't have to fixate on it all day long. I'll read the mantra out to you. The mantra that's more effective is, I am free and awakened from all parasitic, vampiric, destructive energies that affect me internally and externally in every way. Say this 21 times and your life's going to start to change. You're going to start feeling like you're less sluggish, less tired, less wiped. Then you'll get to see where all the negative energy has come from once you start feeling like you've cleared yourself from it. There's another mantra I would suggest you do as well with you when you say it with the one that I've just given to you now. The next one is, I am a creative, sovereign being. By acknowledging your sovereignty, it means you're actually accessing your free will, which you have been led to believe that you might not have been able to use. This will definitely give you a good foothold in your journey on your life, and you'll be able to get yourself out of any type of depression that you might be going through as well, by saying the following: I am a creative, sovereign being. That means you're saying you have the right to stay here and no one can control you. You're in control of yourself. Bear in mind that the mantra is created as an aid to assist, and not that it's a magical potion that will fix you up straight away. It's not going to happen that easily and that quickly. The next thing I'd like to explain to you is why 21 times. It takes the brain 21 times to form a new habit. I've also found that if I feel like I'm very, very much under attack on any type of level, that means every level that there could be, I have to find some plays instrumental didgeridoo music. You can look for it online. The sound is working on a vibrational level, so it basically shakes loose anything that could be stuck inside of you. It brings it forward. It also taps into your heart chakra, which is also very important. Saying this mantra will also override any type of mind-controlling aspects, like things that you might have seen on audio-visual stimulations, like TV or movies or music. Anything that you feel that could affect you on an emotional level that is considered to be mind-controlling towards you, and to do you harm, and you don't give up. Your words and your intentions hold tremendous power. It is part of your birthright. It is part of who you are. It's part of your existence as a life-giving soul. You're not alive, just alive and existing. You give life. Unfortunately, the negative entities are also using that aspect. I use didgeridoo music. It does assist me very much. That has a lower bass frequency. How does one defend oneself trying to maintain a higher state of consciousness? There is a mantra for that specifically, and you can say this. This should definitely start to release their frequencies that's attached to you. Start by saying 21 times a day, and as I've said, 21 times creates a new habit. So you want to make a nice positive habit for yourself by saying these words out loud to yourself. You can record it on your phone and let it play to you, or you could just write it down on a piece of paper, stick it on your mirror, and read it to yourself every morning as you're busy dressing up. It's I am protected, guided, worthy, whole, and my path is cleared. So it's I am protected, guided, worthy, whole, and my path is cleared. Say this 21 times a day. Also tends to target you when you're feeling at your most vulnerable. The mantra should be able to help you get your heart energy functioning correctly. You can also say this mantra for your heart. You can say, I am heart-centered. I am infinite consciousness. Again, as I've said 21 times. It's time that humanity start to exercise their divine birthright by taking themselves to a higher level of understanding and becoming aware of where you're going. I hope that this has been of some assistance, and we're all in this together, and we're going to get through all of this drama. Let that be some sort of an assistance to you to where you're going. Thank you.